So this section right here is called the Epiphyseal Plate. It's the part that helps bones grow longer. And when it's open, while you're still growing, it's pretty thick on this end of the bone. If it was closed and you were done growing, it would just be this little line right here on the very edge. This side, the epiphyseal plate, is still open, and if I press down on it, it's pretty squishy. So that's a way you can identify to see if it's still open or not. This inside, very thin layer of connective tissue is called the endosteum, and it lines the inside of all cavities of bones. The difference between it and the periosteum is that it's on the inside. The periosteum is along the outside, which is also connective tissue that helps attach other things like ligaments and tendons to the outside of the bone. So this is the periosteum. This is the periosteum. It's connective tissue covering the outer surface of a bone, and it helps things attach to the bone like tendons and ligaments and such.
Compact bone is the hard outer covering of a bone. It looks very thin from the outside, but is in fact very thick on the inside, providing strength and stability for the skeleton and body.
Spongy bone is found on the insides of the ends of long bones. It is called spongy bone because if you looked at it from a magnified perspective, you would see little tiny holes inside where the bone marrow fills in. Bone marrow is what fills the inside cavity of this bone. Since this particular femur has a growth plate that's still open, means that it's probably still a young animal. So it's mainly going to have yellow bone marrow, which is this yellow kind of squishy, fatty kind of substance. There's a little bit, is this a little bit of red? Yeah, this is a little bit of red bone marrow, but mainly young animals have yellow, fatty, adipose bone marrow. Yum. Ugh. Okay, that's good. Why won't this come off? Oh, it's a blood vessel. The epiphysis is the end of the long bone, this rounded section. There is one on each end, and it usually grows separately from the long shaft. It is where two bones come together to form a joint.
The diaphysis of the bone is the long region in between the ends of the bone.
Articular cartilage is a thin layer of cartilage on the end of a bone, outside end of a bone, and it's where two joints meet. It forms a cushion so that the bones don't grind together when there's movement in the joints. Go.
The meniscus is the cartilage cushioning between the femur and the tibia on the knee, and it provides ability to move and